Break it down.
Pressing all the buttons, yeah.
How many buttons do you have?
8 buttons.
8 buttons. And we're going to keep pressing them. Pressing them.
How do you stop it?
Thank you, nephew, for the intro. No, hang on.
Hey.
I just want to acknowledge that the intro is awesome and then our nephew made it.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, nephew, for bringing in that intro. It sounds great. Welcome to You Feel Me, Dog. I'm Travis.
I'm Kayla.
And I'm Julia.
So, welcome back to the second episode. We're going to be doing an internet generalization, just kind of talking about the internet and just starting with AOL and just trickling down on what else the internet did.
I think we need to dial up first.
Oh, yeah. We have to jack into the internet. Hang on. Let's use the dial up real quick and we're going to download the audio so we can start using it.
Hell yeah.
All right. Now that we're logged in and ready to go.
Wait, hang on. It's still loading. Just wait. Just, hang on. It's still... Okay, go.
There it is. Okay. Now I can message my friends on AOL.
Logged in.
AIM? Is that what?
AIM.
AIM.
AIM. That would be like my first time like interacting with people on the internet.
Yeah.
Before that, it was like Ask Jeeves and shit like that.
Oh my gosh. I forgot about that.
E-Bombs World, which
Yeah.
I
Oh,
still
yeah.
sometimes will just kind of check out.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was everyone's login name?
Oh gosh. I know I had X's in it. If this shows you how much I was into the little punk stuff, I'm almost positive that it was bang_it's_X_love. Almost positive.
I love that so much. I love that you are so ridiculous.
I know, it's stupid. Like, there's an X in
I
it,
love it.
and just remember X's like equaling that you were more alternative.
Yeah,
that was like
you-
a thing.
You were definitely punk rock princess. That's how I would describe you.
Yeah, black glitter.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you remember yours? Do you remember your name?
I do.
What was it?
I'm very embarrassed by it. It's Little Golden Face. And it was,
No resemblance to 007.
no, but it was Michael Scott, like Scarn.
Yes.
When
Oh,
detective.
yeah.
Because I think we were in 8th grade when The Office came out.
Oh my gosh.
And people were using
Yeah.
it. So The Office, yeah. And he had put Little Golden Face. And I thought that was so funny. That's
Little
what it
golden
was.
face.
That's incredible.
It's
dude.
weird. But yeah, Travis, what was yours?
If I remember correctly, it's probably just T-Top 8. I've had that nickname for forever. Thanks, Alex.
Alex.
Beep. I'm not going
Shout
to give
out.
away his last name.
Oh, don't do
Not
it.
just yet.
Don't do it. Shout out to Alex.
But yeah. Gosh, you remember the away messages? That shit was fucking awesome.
Yeah, I don't remember what I put on mine.
Yeah, I can't remember either. Just stupid kid shit.
I think a lot of like I remember that it was like, oh, won't be back till tomorrow doing heroin with Katie.
Oh my
things like
gosh.
that.
Right, under the bridge.
That
Under
sounds
the
right.
bridge.
That sounds right.
And if you didn't pay the troll toll,
You know
you're going
what?
straight to heroin. Zol.
Not the boys' hole.
Not the boys' hole.
I
Oh, man.
only talked to my friends that I knew. Did you guys ever talk to strangers?
Like other kids in different schools? Yes.
I talk to strangers a lot.
Did you?
Yep.
Did any of them say like were they all people that were pretending to be our age, or were some of them like, oh yeah, I'm older?
Yeah. So everyone that I talk to, I remember them being our age that I talked to, supposedly. Who really knows, right? But you said that you think you remember using it in 8th grade. I know I was using it in 7th grade because that's when I was just a little rascal. I remember having a friend come over and we both were on chat together and we were talking to 2 guys.
That stuff is fun.
Oh yeah. Talking about shit you should not be talking about with
For
strangers
sure.
though. Like,
No.
don't worry, I never had online sex.
My-
Just so we're all clear.
My friend's in the shower. She really likes you. She's not looking at the keyboard right now. She's in the shower. Just tell me how you feel.
Right. You can tell me. She won't see this. I'll erase it.
Liars.
Liars.
And now we can just text them. We don't have to be at a computer.
Dude,
Yeah.
this might be super millennial of me, but we fucking paved the way for online dating. Like, that was like the start of it, straight up.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's true. That was the start of it.
That and like forums, which, I mean, we didn't really know about forums. We were just chat rooms.
Well, remember with, chat rooms. So with the chat rooms, you could like change the color of your text and the background color of where you were texting. Because I remember my background was always green and my words were always like a bright pink.
Oh, I love that.
But it makes me think of MySpace because at least what I remember is MySpace was next. Does that sound right?
Yeah, it was. Because that was about,
Yeah.
I do it all in relation to what grade I was in school.
I mean, all of
That's
that was
awesome.
just in like 10 years, which is like super freaking crazy, dude.
Yeah. Just
Like
I guess.
AIM bled into MySpace, which was like also happened at the same time as Facebook. It was all crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say because I remember having MySpaces in 7th, 8th grade. And I know I was on the AIM, AOL stuff in 7th grade. So
Hey guys, everybody that's listening, ASL, say it down in the comments.
what do you hear?
Oh no, it's not ASL. What was it?
I-
Age, sex, state? No.
I don't know. I thought
Oh
you were
my-
talking
no,
about
I'm-
sign language.
No,
I
I'm
was
talking
like,
about
hell
like,
yeah.
just chat. Like,
Like-
you would
Oh,
when you
the
were in a chat room.
acronyms,
Yeah,
the acronyms.
when you were in
Oh,
a chat room,
like-
what would you put?
Yeah, so they had commercials. Do you guys remember that? And it was directed towards parents, so they knew like lingo. So like,
I do remember
I
that.
think it was POS, which is funny because I only think a piece of shit.
Yeah.
ASL, age, sex, location. Fuck,
Age, sex, location.
I'm so stupid.
You're honestly just leave. But it was like POS meant parent over shoulder. And
I didn't know that.
I
That's the first time I've heard it.
they made like I can imagine how much money they spent on these commercials, but it was all for like the parents. And I always thought it was funny because I was learning this stuff
Yeah.
through these. I'm like, I said maybe some kids are saying this like crazy shit, but it wasn't me.
I got a great funny story. Speaking of Alex, my best friend, dude. So when we would go on those online chatting shit, we're looking for the ladies, but we're fucking like 12 and 11. We're like 12, 11 years old, dude. And I just remember one time we were, let's pretend we're a female.
Oh my gosh.
So we like, quote unquote, lured this guy into like a private chat, pretending that we're a woman. And then we fucking like had sex with him.
Oh my gosh.
We were laughing our asses off. Oh yeah, baby. Talking dirty. As 11, 12-year-olds, we have no idea. This
Wild.
Yeah, this guy could have been like fucking like 40 or something, dude. But we were just loving it, losing our shit, dude, because it was so funny.
That is hilarious. And at that age, there's like nothing funnier than something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Like you live for just fucking with people. So speaking of video chats in that aspect, so like a step past AIM, which was just messaging, because I don't think you could send pictures or videos with
I don't
that.
think
could
so
you?
either. I don't think so.
I don't remember doing it at least.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But the next step would have been video chat, which was Omegle and Chat Roulette. I don't know which one came out first, but it's people all over the world. Like we would just gather at like every birthday party. This is always what we did. It'd be like 3 a.m. and we're just doing next.
Oh my gosh.
So it's all random.
Oh, I do remember chat roulette. You're
Yes.
right. You're right. Where it just you click and it just picks somebody.
Random. It could be someone our age. It could be, we met someone like Germany one time. Like
That's
it was
awesome.
completely, it doesn't have to be just the US. It was all
Yeah.
over. But that also meant you would just like you could X out and they could as well. They could
Yeah.
roulette you to someone else. But people would just be like camera right on their dicks, just jerking off.
Yeah. You're right. Did you ever do that? I do remember
Fuck yeah,
that.
are you kidding me? Dude, we lured a gentleman in a private room to have sex with him.
At 11.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Oh, that's perfect.
Fucking, it was the Wild West, dude. People were fucking taking 10 steps and shooting each other with dick photos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah. Oh, that's so wild.
And now I look back and think like a kid was telling me that they were in a chat room.
Yeah.
I would be so concerned. I would talk about to their parents. I'd
Oh,
be
I
like,
would
hey,
lose my
you need-
mind.
But we were doing this crazy shit at the same age.
Yeah. Well, now it's all you can like go back and basically fucking see it all. Back then, it was
Yeah.
just like we typed the shit and then it was over. You couldn't go back at all.
Yeah.
I mean, someone
There
had
was
to
no
be
history.
real ready to hit screenshot on their computer. I totally forgot about chat roulette.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy you said that. That's so wild.
That we unlocked that was a deep memory.
And you know what? I do remember that even in college because there were some weeknights when like a group of like 12 of us would just get into a room together and we would just start clicking through.
Just like Travis said, we would just be giggling your
Yeah.
ass off with your friends, just
Oh yeah,
really trolling people. It's kind of,
yeah.
but
Well,
also,
it's- yeah.
you can't feel bad about trolling adults who are just like jerking off on camera. That's
Right.
that's so fucking weird.
Right.
It's so fucking weird.
It's
dude.
weird.
I remember it was at my friend's birthday party, super late at night, and there was this creepiest guy I've ever seen in my life. Like I still remember exactly what he looks like, and we all got so scared we shut the computer. Like we didn't even exit out. We didn't know what to do, so we just
man.
shut the computer. And then we still like would talk
Yeah.
about how creepy it was like years later.
Yeah.
So this was probably a year or two before Tosh.0 came out.
Oh my gosh.
And he did like, you know, he would just make fun of videos. The creepy guy that we saw on
No.
Omegle was on Daniel Tosh, like on his show. Like it was just a video. It
Oh
wasn't
my
actually
gosh.
him, but it was just exposing this like crazy, creepy guy.
Fucking psycho.
Can you imagine? That guy had to have lived on that site. If
Yeah.
Daniel Tosh has it. You know,
If he
it's just
found him. Yeah. That's a good point.
That's fucking wild.
crazy.
That is wild.
What the fuck, dude?
I can't wait to pull up the video after this.
Oh my god.
You should. We should watch it.
You know what? Yeah. Because then we can link it down below. You guys can go see it too. You're going to have nightmares.
Well, I'm going to circle back to AOL real quick. So here's a funny fact. As of 2012, July, there was 24 million AOL users. And then the number of paying users as of 2015 was 1.5 million.
Why?
Wow.
What are they paying for?
I have no idea, dude.
I would guess to pay to be able to send pictures. Because
Yeah.
that to me would be like an upgrade.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just crazy that Yahoo bought them in 2021. AOL's owned by Yahoo. What the fuck? Remember the noise that the fucking dial-up would make and shit?
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah. Dude, I just fucking, if you wanted to use the internet and someone wanted to use the phone, you couldn't do it. That's
Yeah.
just mind-blowing to me.
One or the other.
Man, we are just showing our age right now. Fucking millennials, dude.
But we're not
Look at us.
elder millennials.
I remember having computer day in class, and it was like a huge deal. Like they would roll it in on the carts. And this is even elementary school, middle school era, but it was like the best day ever. And that was an activity. Like that wasn't,
Yeah.
that we didn't have access to laptops.
Well, and there was only so many of them too. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We were playing computer games to learn alphabet, math, everything. Fucking so cool. Do they still do that? Probably not.
I don't know. I think nephew has it's considered like a special now how music art PE is. He has computer lab.
They do call them specials. Yeah.
Yeah, and they get like certain games to help them type, to learn how to type.
That's how it should be.
Yeah, I mean,
especially catered
sure.
to that age.
Yeah.
People are going to sit here and say, "Oh, the technology is terrible. You're doing this."
It's moving the world forward.
So why would we not want to make shit like that entertaining?
Right. Especially if it's going to help me continue learning it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, fuck, we were playing Oregon Trail, okay, in kindergarten, okay?
And now it's on an app on our phone. Even now,
That's so weird.
I know quite a few people that still play it.
Wow.
Well, it's just like go over the river or fucking two of your kids die kind of thing. You know, your wife died of schwackerschwang. You know, so, like that's pretty intense for kindergarten. But we just
Yeah,
wanted to
it
watch
is.
the little cart go across the fucking river. That was it, dude. We weren't really paying attention to our family. Speaking of family, dude, that's what makes it so powerful.
It's
Family.
about family.
Everything's about family.
Yeah. So moving on, I think we should talk about MySpace era, which is our shit. 'Cause we're there for sure, dude.
Well, that's what I was saying.
It
AOL
seems-
chatting.
It seems so long ago.
It's
Yeah.
Am.
I just remember the little AOL running guy.
He's yellow, right?
Yeah, he was yellow. And then I think he turned white at some point, which that's racist.
Dude, so many iconic noises back then, too.
Yeah.
Fuck, it was the Wild West. LimeWire. Golly, kids.
AIDS for your computer. It was bad.
It was
How many
bad. I
hard
loved
drives
it.
did you guys go through? 5, 10, 15?
Oh, I wouldn't know.
Oh my gosh, I was just on the computer all the freaking time, dude. I loved it.
You're a techie guy too.
I am.
We only had one computer growing up.
Yeah.
And it was in the kitchen and it was shared.
Yep. That's where ours was too. Well, I guess that's where it was before, and then it got moved to be upstairs.
The bonus room.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the loft area.
Yeah, that way it was still open so that mom could like hear if she was sitting in the living room what was going on in the loft. It was cute.
That's
it
a
was
cool
fun.
memory.
Yeah, it was a
That's
good
fun.
one.
Yeah, it's a great freaking memory, dude.
Yeah.
I remember like a castle with like green, yellow, and blue knights, and it came with a disc that had a game on it, dude.
Yeah.
That's just, I don't know. That was just kind of cool back then, dude. I just remember playing the fuck out of that game.
Yeah, whatever
was
that
great.
one was. Yeah, that's awesome. I remember playing the Wishbone game in school, but I don't remember ever playing that at home.
I don't think so either, but I do remember that one.
And I remember that one being fun too. And I think it was another one of those ones, kind of like Trav was saying, where it's math and helping with math, but it was like you were a dog and you were a detective, and
It's fun when you're a dog.
dogs get it
different.
done. You feel me, dog?
I feel you.
I feel you, dog. Hey, speaking of that, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? We never found her.
Oh my gosh.
We need answers.
No, she was always in San Francisco buying Gucci pies. I don't know. I was going to say purse and pie at the same time. She's buying Gucci pies. They make pies now. And MySpace was the largest media site in the world. So, like, I would say 2009 was like as soon as Facebook just fucking took off, I would imagine, right?
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I think was only for college students for a while, right?
Yeah, like when it first
could
came
see
out.
that.
Right when it came out?
Yeah.
Because I remember Justin telling me that I was not allowed to have a Facebook. And I thought he was just being a dick, like saying, oh, you're not cool enough. You can't
Yeah.
have. But it's because he was in college and I wasn't. So then I learned, I was like, oh, you're not supposed to. And he was like, and you're not supposed to lie. I'm like, whoa. But
Yeah.
I was late to even Facebook because
Well, what's good about that is you didn't need a Facebook because you could have had a MySpace.
MySpace was the shit.
Did you have MySpace?
Yeah. Top friends, baby.
How come I don't remember you being in my top friends?
Well, because it's different when you're family.
Oh.
Yeah, you definitely don't put your family in there. Just bands and your friends. Remember when they increased it to like the top 20 and how fucking revolutionary that was? So
No.
funny.
No, I do not. I remember top 10. I remember increasing to top 10 because it was originally you could have your top 8 friends.
And you could do it where you could only have like your top 3 if you wanted.
Yeah, you
right?
could
You
like
didn't
put
have to
less.
do. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I remember putting like maybe that's where my anxiety really started because I remember like curating this on like what order I was going to put it in.
Yeah.
If I was going to piss someone off.
Yeah.
It was it was stressful.
It's real.
All just to rank your friends publicly.
Publicly.
That is so fucked up, dude.
Actually, that's a really good point, though. You're right. Because now that you think about it, it's like, well, there's my people pleaser like tendencies coming out.
100%.
I mean, if you weren't in my top 10, I mean, are we even fucking friends, dude?
Nope.
Not according to the online life.
How many of those of you guys, if you can remember who was in your top at that time, are still in your life?
Oh, gosh. I don't think any of those people are still in my life. I know there are 4 girls that I know all 4 of them were on there. And one of those girls has actually passed away now. And then one of them I still talk to, and the other 2 I do not talk to.
So,
But that's all I remember.
yeah,
Are you still friends with your people?
about half of them.
That's not bad.
Yeah, maybe that just tells me that I probably need to branch out and get new friends.
Maybe it just means you're really good at bonding with people.
So true. Top tier friend.
You're a
Just a
top
good
tier
friend,
Right. People want to stick around for you. Meanwhile, I'm like, you can go.
I would say Travis, you would probably have
Yeah, I
almost
mean,
all of them,
I
right?
know all the people from my childhood still. God, that's fucking lame, bro.
It's not
Oh my
lame.
gosh.
Your
No.
friends group is tight.
Yeah, tight like my butthole.
I was like,
Hell
get it
yeah.
tight, get it
But
tight.
I do remember near the end of MySpace, I got rid of all my friends, and it was just like fucking my favorite bands in the top 10, dude. That's
an
it.
amazing move. Not
Yeah.
many people did that.
Yeah. You're
'Cause,
so
I mean-
alternative.
You've always
I
been
know.
cool.
Fuck me, dude.
This
Well, I mean,
guy.
that's what they would post. Like, that's where you could listen to music. Gosh, that was so fucking cool, dude.
That's true, because then you could just click on your top friends right there, and then you could go listen to their music. That was smart.
That was so cool.
Speaking of music with MySpace, you could pick a song. So when people clicked
Yeah.
on your profile,
They heard your song.
yeah, you could put whatever song you wanted.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious to think about because now if I click on anything, a website, and it has music playing, I am getting out of there so fucking quick.
I know.
I'm like, spam.
Like Instagram and Facebook. I'm like,
Yes.
fucking throw the phone away, dude. At that point.
Yeah, I'm to the point that if I open social media on my phone at all, I make sure my volume's turned down all the way before I even open the app because I don't want to hear any of the sounds.
Yeah.
I mean, you just don't know how loud it's going to be either.
That's true. And also, do I even like what you're about to play or say?
Right.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not.
dude.
Unless it's Fergie, then I don't want to hear it.
You could have a playlist on MySpace
Yeah.
too. Like you could have like up to 8 or 10 songs. Oh my gosh, that was so fucking cool.
And you could change your background.
That's what I was just thinking.
I remember
HTML.
everything being dark. Like now you look at websites and really all social media. I mean, you can do like a night version,
Yeah.
but it's almost all like pretty bright, aesthetically pleasing that
Yeah.
way. But I remember MySpace just like dark colors, everything.
Yeah, you're right.
And it was
if
designed to be that way.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? We were all emo kids, so that just fucking plays right along to that. I just remember the here's 50 questions you can ask yourself and then fucking answer these and then put that on your MySpace page so people can fucking know you in 1 second.
Trav, I fucks with those get to know me. Oh my gosh,
did,
I
Kayla.
loved them so much. I always loved them. Okay, how old are you right now?
17. What? Dude, I mean, we were just fucking giving it up back then, dude. Like, here's all
That's
of our
what I'm
information.
saying.
Nothing was blocked or private. Here's me.
I also, a lot of people that would post those would all just to be like, to hint at who you had a crush on. So you'd have like
yeah.
these 20 get to know me, all so they could just have a reason to post, like, who's your crush? You would put, let's just say his name was John, was your crush. You would
Yeah.
put like 4 little stars so people would
Oh,
guess.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
People are weird, man.
Yeah, whoever you were dating, they were your number one
Oh,
in
for
your
sure.
top 10, dude.
Always. They had to be.
Always went over your true best friend.
Always.
Dude.
You always pick who you're dating over
so
your friends.
freaking good, dude.
Interesting.
So in 2011, Specific Media Group and Justin Timberlake jointly purchased the fucking company, dude, for $65 million.
Justin?
Timberlake.
So he owns part of fucking MySpace.
I didn't even know you could still potentially open MySpace.
You could for years after.
You can. You can still do it.
Still?
Yeah, MySpace is still a fucking website, dude.
Don't do it. You're going to get spammed.
Because I did it, I would probably say 5 years ago, and it was so cringe to look back at those messages.
Oh, I bet.
And it was hard to read because it was more like individual messages, so it was really hard to go back.
So I would imagine it's just kind of music oriented and kind of a news oriented kind of thing, dude. That's what it kind of looks like. Maybe just news. That's what it is kind of nowadays.
Don't worry, guys. We'll put a link to MySpace if you want to see the homepage.
So that would make sense why, if it's all about music now, why Justin Timberlake
Yeah,
had purchased it. But
for sure.
Also, how many people actually knew that, though? Like,
I had no idea till I looked at that.
no clue.
right. I mean,
Justin Timberlake owns fucking MySpace. This is going to ruin the tour. What tour? The world tour.
the world one.
The world won't round the world ticket.
You guys know what I'm making fun of?
No.
When he got arrested for the DUI, that's what he said to the cop.
That's right.
Nuh-uh.
Because the cop was so young, he had no idea who Justin Timberlake was. That's why he's like, what tour? The
Amazing.
world tour.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
The audacity to assume that everyone knows you.
I don't love Justin Timberlake.
Oh, I don't either.
I liked him because I thought I should like him for a long time.
It's fair.
Because everyone was saying, like, not only does he sing, but like he performs, and I guess he can play almost every instrument, which is awesome.
That's cool.
But I don't know. I just, with his relationship with Britney Spears,
Yes.
Oh, I know.
Thank you.
Yes.
I don't know exactly. I don't know all the details. I know a shit ton of details about Britney Spears' life and currently, but I feel like something crazy happened and she won't talk about it.
Did you read her book?
No.
Oh, I read
I
her
just
book.
stalk her Instagram religiously.
Okay. I read her book, and in her book, she talks about Justin Timberlake got her pregnant and convinced her to have an abortion. And then his song Cry Me a River came out, and supposedly that was about her crying on the bathroom floor.
Whoa.
Yeah. Doesn't that piss you off?
Whoa. And
Isn't that crazy? And it's not the fact that she had an abortion that pisses me off. It's the fact that he made a song about her having an abortion when she kind of didn't want to.
yeah.
Allegedly. I mean, again, this is me interpreting what she wrote in her book.
I mean, that it was released in 2002, Cry Me a River. I mean, that was when they broke up
Yeah.
that year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was about her. according to her book.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Isn't that
Oh
wild?
my gosh. I mean, I remember having the biggest crush on her, dude. I'm like, I'm going to marry her, dude, as a 6-year-old.
I think we all had a crush on her.
Yeah.
How could
Like, I
you
can't wait
not?
for her to be my wife and we go live on an island somewhere.
I can't
put your
wait to
face in
lock
between
her
her
in a
boobs.
house. Oh my god! Well, now she's half naked on all of her posts.
Actually, that's true.
it's wild,
It is wild.
and the comments are turned off, and they've been turned off for probably,
Interesting.
if not a year, possibly 2 years. So when
Wow.
when I was drinking, that was like I would
yeah.
I would spiral, and I would be hours and hours deep into
gosh.
her Instagram. And the reason I was so invested in it is because they would like post things with green screens.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because everyone was like really concerned for her. Like,
Yes.
look, where are you? We haven't seen you out in public.
Yeah.
And then so because people were like asking, post something of you like not
Yeah.
inside your house. So then they posted this picture of her getting on a plane, and it is so clear that it's a green screen. It was wild.
Oh, my gosh.
But yeah, so thank you guys.
Yes, thank you. And thanks for the invention of green screens. You can do whatever you want with that now. It's great.
Yeah.
But we're really focused on Brittany. Is she okay? I hope she is.
She won her court date. She like owns all of her own stuff again.
She
Oh, really? That's awesome.
Supposedly.
supposedly. So I still think, I don't think she's actually free,
Oh, there's no way.
but I think she is absolutely, I'm no judgment. I can't imagine if I was a childhood star,
Yeah.
what type of mental health situation I would be in, but I think she is so far gone at this point.
Yeah.
The medicine that they've had her on, just the isolation,
Oh, yeah. I mean, her brain is fucked.
fried.
Yeah. It has to be from all the shit that PTSD to a max on top of you've been taking meds that you didn't need. So it changed the chemistry of your head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole reason we take meds is to change the chemistry of our
And
head.
being a celebrity and having just not even really living in a reality that's fucking real, dude. You can do whatever the fuck you want. That is not a reality. Dude.
Yeah.
And
that's
people-
not real life.
And people not treating you like you're
Right.
real either.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
That's why I maintain, like, I like the idea of meeting famous people, but anytime like Trav and I get close to anyone, I'm always just kind of like, it just feels weird. I feel like I'm in a human zoo because we like to go to Gen Con and PopCon and just the cons. And
There's no pros in life, just cons.
just cons.
That's why
But-
they call it that.
You know, they always have like the meet and greets and whatnot. And I like the idea so much of meeting someone famous that I like. But then once I get there, it's like, it feels weird because I don't actually know this person.
What do you talk to them about?
Right. Like, hey, I really liked your movie. And then that's kind of all I got because it's not like they actually have anything to say to me.
Yeah.
They don't, hey, thanks.
Thanks for coming.
It's like me telling you I really like your dress. Oh, thanks. I got it at Target. And then that's the end of the conversation.
Yep. Thanks for buying a ticket. Buy some merch.
Like, right. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, they don't call it the celebrity zoo for nothing. I mean, you're just
yeah.
walking in the middle of the fucking aisle looking at all these celebrities. Oh, I know them from a distance. You do.
Yeah.
I remember that movie.
I remember,
Just looking at him like a fucking monkey or something at the
yeah,
zoo.
exactly. I remember my dad in the airport once saw Jared from Subway. Right? Remember that? My dad saw Jared from Subway in the airport.
Yes.
And dad, I just remember dad coming home and he was like, so I saw him and I was like, oh my gosh, did you say hi? And dad was like, well, I thought about it. But he noticed me noticing him. And dad was like, I could just tell he didn't really want to have a conversation right now. So I just nodded and smiled at him and he literally waved at me.
Well,
And it was just one of those moments like as a kid that I still remember because it's at the time I didn't realize it, but now as an adult I realized like my dad was treating that quote famous person like a human.
for sure.
Like I don't actually know you, I've just seen you.
And Jared had zero interest in talking with your dad because he wasn't a child, so he wasn't attracted to him.
Exactly.
Right. He was not under 15 years old.
Did you guys watch that documentary?
No, I had no
No,
idea
but-
that was a thing, but I completely believe you.
I remember the fucking phone call with his manager or something, like trying to get these fucking little kids. Or, I don't remember.
So I think she was a news reporter or like a journalist. And she did a story with him just like in passing in her town. And she got a really like creepy vibe. So, and then I think they like were kind of friends. And then so she was really like baiting him and trapping him so she could like collect all this information.
Yeah.
And she's the one who really broke.
Like exposed him.
Yeah, it's
God bless.
He is a disgusting human being, and he lived above a subway in Bloomington, Indianapolis.
Fucking Indiana.
So he keeps, when he would say, I walk to Subway every day, he would just walk down, like it was a part of his building.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
That just, oh my gosh.
I just can't. It's also funny that he got so famous for just being huge and
Right.
eating Subway.
Yeah.
Well, he lost weight.
Yes.
He wasn't huge.
Well,
Was he?
He was a big guy.
he was like over 300 pounds, and then supposedly he ate
okay,
Subway
that's
every
right.
single day, and that's like the big thing that helped him lose weight because it was making him eat veggies.
Welcome to Jared's Men's Warehouse.
Oh my gosh.
How about that? Let's talk about the Facebook era.
Yeah. Facebook.
As of 2022, almost 3 billion active users. Half of those are grandmas and grandpas.
I will never get rid of my Facebook because of the older generation on it. They post the wildest stuff,
Yeah.
and because of town chatters.
Yeah, those two things. I think,
I won't do it.
dude, Facebook is just like, it's boomer book now. Like, dude, it's our grandparents are using, dude, millennials don't even use it. Gen Z, they definitely don't use it. And the younger generation is not interested in fucking using it. I tell you that much.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would say I use it for marketplace to sell things all the time.
I do
and I
too.
do really well there.
Yeah.
But that's another thing. I'm never looking at Facebook and be like, oh, what's so-and-so doing?
Right. Yeah.
I don't need to see
No.
need to see your fifth grandchild's like newborn pics for the 50th time.
Well, we could kind of lead into this, but like, are we oversharing? Like that's like the main thing. Like, dude, we're oversharing way too fucking much. Who gives a shit, dude? Honestly.
As we sit here doing a podcast.
This
Exactly.
is for, yeah.
We're doing this for fun. Anyone that's listening,
Well, yeah.
this is for fun.
It is for fun, and it comes with self-awareness as well.
Oh, for sure.
We're sitting here talking because
Yeah.
we enjoy each other's company and we
Yep.
like to be silly, and we have fucking
That's it.
microphones. It's cool as shit.
Why would we not hang out with them?
Yeah. So stupid. Well, I don't think anyone shares what they're eating anymore. God, you remember that like almost 10 years ago? They were sharing every fucking thing they're eating, dude. No one gave a fuck. Who cares what you're eating, you dumbass?
It makes me think
Phone
of
eat
Easy
first.
A. What'd you say?
Phone eats first.
Phone eats
What?
first.
Yeah, like- Is
that
That's
what the saying was?
hilarious.
Yeah, so you don't eat your food right away. You take a picture first.
Yeah.
And then you eat it. So as you say, your phone eats first.
It makes sense in my head.
Yeah. Do people still do that? I don't really see that very often anymore.
Not as much.
Yeah, I would say
Yeah.
the only people I feel like are posting pictures of their food is if they go to a different country or they go to like a brand new restaurant that does something special.
I can see, this is not a joke. I can see you doing it to promote a small business.
Oh, for sure I would.
Like that would
That's
be
true.
100%. I can totally see say
During
like a
COVID,
baker.
I did.
Yeah, I mean that is
Like
so
multiple
right up,
times.
right up your alley supporting them.
Yeah, during COVID, I took pictures of a lot of local restaurants that were like small business, small owner restaurant type of things. I took pictures of those food when we'd go get them. And I'm like, you still have to support the local community.
Yeah.
If you can, go get something.
And it needs to be done through Facebook.
Exactly.
Support your local entrepreneurs.
So for your top 10, it's just like, what's your top food? And it'll just be the picture that you took of that food. Boom.
Boom.
It's perfect.
Food book.
Oh, my word.
Fucking crazy, dude. But let's go back to that. Are we oversharing for real though? Like, do you think people are posting too much about their lives?
Not anymore.
Not anymore. You don't think people are oversharing anymore?
I think we're used to it now. Like
Yeah, that's true.
Like that's
Now-
just part of it now.
That's true.
if someone posts about how they lost custody of their kids, I no longer it's
Oh,
they
hell
do
yeah.
it.
That's so
That's true.
crazy.
You're right.
And like, I guess I would say 10, 15 years ago, I would like probably be calling a friend, like, did you see this? And now it's just saturated with just wild shit that people will
Yeah.
tell about themselves.
Yeah.
That I'm just kind of like, fuck yeah, give me more. Like, then I'm in the comments. I'm like, now I want to know who's all involved.
I am sipping on this tea.
So I think just as much as they're oversharing, we consume it.
Yeah, we just
that's
accept it.
That's
Eat
a
it
good
up.
point, dude. Yeah, maybe we just became desensitized to just oversharing. It's just part of normal fucking life now. You're right.
I
Yeah.
kind of I'm an oversharer. I overshare with strangers, but I always kind of like it because I get to see like the inside, like intimate moments of people's lives. But then again, I do think the shit that people share should be private, but who are we to?
Yeah.
It's all a form of attention. If you,
We all need
yeah.
it, right?
yeah, we are for real though. However we want to ask for it, however.
Yeah.
That's very true. Well, fucking, I was thinking of like when people would say, if you made the cut, if you're still a part of my friends, just
Yes.
shut
Oh
the
my
fuck
gosh.
up. That's oversharing right there, dude. That is so stupid. No one cares.
Or I'm going to log off for a little bit. Like, please don't ask questions. Protect my privacy. Or respect my privacy.
even
And I'm like,
dumber.
why would you post that?
Yeah, just
What's
fucking
wrong?
go.
What's wrong,
Just go.
babes?
Go. We don't want you here anyway.
Just post love me. Love
Like,
me.
just say it right now. Just say, I need some love. I'll be back.
I would respect that.
Yeah.
It is weird.
I'm feeling low. Please give me compliments.
Send in positive vibes. Yeah, go get fucked, man. Fuck you, don't give a shit. Send in positive vibes.
What else do you say to those people?
I have no idea.
Nothing. Sometimes silence
Like
is the loudest comment.
Sending you herpes.
Oh,
Thanks,
my
dude. That sounds
word.
great. I appreciate that.
I'm going to cherish this forever.
Right.
It is a good distraction. I appreciate that. Thank you. Travis.
What do you think? Do you think people overshare?
Yeah, but maybe that's just how I view social media. I think it's just like, I don't know, man. I'm just like, who gives a shit, dude? Like even
No one.
Even with my friends, I'm like, dude, who gives? I don't know. Just give me like what people have been doing now. Where it's just like, okay, this is my month of July. Like I like that shit.
I do
Yeah.
too.
Where it's like the combination of that month, like that's great, but I don't need a fucking day-to-day fucking update on your life, dude. I don't
Yeah.
give a shit, and I
Yeah.
barely care about my own life. Okay,
That's true though, because you get
I don't value anything.
but I'm still here.
that's just the cancer talking about everybody,
Sometimes it gets dark and twisty. It's fine. We always bring it back.
right?
That's what I was going to say too, though, because like you kind of get annoyed almost when people share memories and it's like, oh, this was 3 years ago. And anytime Trav sees it, he's kind of like, yeah, it was 3 years ago. Why are you making me look at
I
it
can't believe
again?
it's been 3 years. Well, fucking no shit. It's been 3 years. You dumb motherfucker. I don't know. It's just like
It
we
makes
know.
those people happy.
I know. Fuck, you're right. I'm just fucking
I know.
cynical, dude.
I don't think you're cynical. I just think it's one of those things that you're like, I genuinely don't give a fuck.
And I think it's very dependent on who is posting it.
That's fair.
That's well, and it's like, yeah, no, time passes. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Don't even mention time. Just say, oh, this is a great fucking memory, dude. That's it.
Yeah.
Great
I don't
memory.
know.
Or half the people that post those memories is just because they look younger, they look thinner.
That's true.
I would rather you just be like, I look great in this picture and I want everyone to be reminded.
Yeah.
And I need you guys to know.
Give us a little story about it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You stay in your lane, I'll stay in my lane, and we can all be happy.
Pretty
But
much.
on the monthly post thing, like I literally just started doing that. That's what I told Trav. Like,
I think it's great. Even if I still don't really give a shit.
When people post like the monthly reviews or the recap of the pictures, it's usually not just of pictures of people, which I like.
hang on. Can we review each month from now on, dude? Month was 7 out of 10.
Okay, I will say my favorite Instagram caption that I've ever come up with was on the 4th of July. And it said, if I had to rate today, it would be a 3 out of 5 stars. And I was so fucking proud of that.
oh my gosh.
I was always proud of my fucking little statuses with my photos doing on Instagram. Gosh, I was just fucking full of them back in the day, dude.
I think the way that you caption things or the way that you use social media is so hilarious. Like when you went on vacation and every single anytime I hear that song, I think of you.
I
So
know.
Travis went on vacation and you literally posted every day a video or a picture. And in the background, you played the song Vacations All It Is. And who is it?
I don't remember who it was. But yes.
Yeah.
The vacation song.
The
It
vacation
was-
song.
So the first one, because one's a fun song.
Yeah.
The first one you had posted, I was like, oh, hell yeah, this is fun. Like, oh, they're having a good time. And the
Yeah.
second day, and I was like, oh, did he do this on purpose? And then it was the third day. Every day that you posted, I was so jazzed like to hear
was like
that
4 or
song.
5 days.
It was so funny. And it was just so subtle, and knowing that you did it, like, be like,
Yep.
this is a very niche crowd that's going to like this.
Yep.
It was so good.
Anybody with a sense of humor. That's it.
And I just thought that was great.
Oh, I forgot about that. Thanks for
It was
bringing that up.
Very
And
funny.
I remember when hashtags were really big too, and Trav would be like, hashtag Travis, hashtag coffee, hashtag.
Yeah.
I always thought that was funny when you first did that, Trav, because I'm like, yeah, that's a lot of hashtags. You're right.
Dude, I've always been like, let's do the opposite of what everybody else is doing. That's just
Yeah.
how I've always fucking been, dude.
Oh, you've always been cool.
Right.
Well,
Hipster.
yes.
Hipster before hipster had a name.
Right. Pretty much.
Honestly, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. Should we talk about online dating? You guys want to talk about some Tinders?
The Tinder.
Should we talk about that?
Yeah. So Trav and I actually met on Tinder. This year was 10 years of togetherness for us, actually, which is fun.
That's so exciting.
It is.
It's crazy.
Tinder was the only dating app that I knew of because the whole reason I got on it was because my college best friend had just broke up with a long-term boyfriend. They had been together over 4 years, and it was like, hey, this exists. Why don't we do this together? This would be fun if we both make a profile.
It is fun.
And it was fun. And I was just doing it to be a supportive friend, and I ended up with a husband out of it. So here we are.
Piece of shit husband.
But I mean, I so much was doing it just like for fun. I still remember that my bio said, you're just here for a good time and I'm here to laugh, or you're just here for the sex and I'm here for a good time. It was something stupid.
You didn't put a poem.
No poems.
That's okay. Mine was fucking stupid too. I'm here for the coffee and chocolate.
Oh my God.
That's literally all mine
it.
said.
That's awesome.
Travis, if there were 100 sayings of like just random bios and they were say, hey, which one did Travis put on his?
Oh,
I think that would be number 100. I would never in a million years guess that that's what you would put. That's wild. You little basic fuck.
I'm just here for the
Exactly. That's why I put it on there,
That's
dude. Because you couldn't get coffee and chocolate because it was the virtual reality app. I only had like one girl say something about it, and she was so fucking ugly, but it was a good time.
Aw, but you swiped on her if she got to talk to you. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
Swipe, swipe, swipe.
Speed swipe.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
also that's how Tinder was back then too, because that's what started the whole like swipe right. That means you like them, you swipe left.
Well, and there was the fucking radius. You had to be within a certain fucking radius of the people that you were swiping.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Well, yeah, because the only reason that Travis and I even showed up on each other's like accounts is because I had come home to visit my parents for a weekend. So I was in the radius of being like in our hometown. Because if I still would have been at college like I was that weekend, we wouldn't have swiped on each other.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's the only reason he showed up for me. I was here and not in college, like out. Yeah.
I remember you not accepting, but swiping right on me when I was at ORP on Wednesdays when they had like free, everyone can come in and like race down the drag strip. So I remember looking at my phone one of those Wednesdays.
I didn't know that. That's
Just watching
fun.
cars go down the drag, dude. And I
That's
remember looking
awesome.
at the Tinder app and you swiped right on me, baby. It's a match.
And all of a sudden you were like, oh, look at that. I got a girl to chat up.
I think it's a little weirdo. I'm interested.
What did I say to you?
First thing Trav said to me was, your face looks familiar, LOL. And at the time, because like I said, I was not at all looking to date anyone for real. It was genuinely trying to be a supportive friend. I was pretty mean to anyone that talked to me on that app. If they used a pickup line at all, I was like, I'm going to find something to put you down. That way I don't have to keep talking to you. I was mean to people.
You could just ignore them.
I know. And that's what I should have done. But if they used a pickup line, I was like, man, there was one kid specifically. He never smiled showing his teeth in any of his pictures. I think about this to this day because that's how mean it just feels now. He said something about the whole angel pickup line. And I was like, man, you know, you never show your teeth in your pictures. Are you like missing your front tooth? You got fucked up mouth?
Kayla.
I remember saying that to someone. And it's all because he used a pickup line on me. Like,
It is.
it's hard out
be
here in the
funnier.
streets.
Yeah, dude. You had an attitude problem back in the day for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but that's just how my brain is so fucking weird. I never even talked to you or anything, and I remember her fucking face, dude.
Yeah.
Is that weird? I know
That
we don't
is
have to go on
cool.
this tangent, but it's just like a weird thing in my brain that happens, dude.
I don't think it's weird because the whole thing is So I guess for people who don't know, Travis and I ended up being at the same high school, but we didn't know it. He graduated a year before I did.
And the high school is huge.
Yeah,
It
oh, yeah.
wasn't like you guys should have seen each other. They're
Yeah.
And this was 5 years after
Yeah.
I graduated.
Yep. Yeah, because we met in 2014. That's crazy.
That is fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah, I don't think it's weird that you can remember faces that you've seen. I think it's cool.
Yeah. But Tinder was crazy back then, dude.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
That was Tinder back then, 10 years ago. Trav and I haven't been on the dating apps in quite a long time, but Julia has still been on dating apps.
up until recently.
Yeah.
And
So how different is that?
so I probably haven't had Tinder since 2019.
Man. Wow.
And now if I hear that someone's on Tinder, I'm like, oh, you just want to fuck.
You're a fuck boy.
Which I'm not saying that they're
Yeah.
not on other apps, but that would be, no one is on Tinder being like, I want a real meaningful relationship. I want to find my spouse.
Wow.
And that one's not. Bumble is still pretty active. So that one is where it's still the female
Yeah.
has to message first. But now you don't actually have to compose a question or a liner. They
Oh.
have it where let's pick a conversation starter. They make it so easy, which I think it helps people that struggle with that.
Yeah.
But also in the back of the day, you just had to be unique, funny, or
Yeah.
like you really had to come up with stuff.
Yeah, especially if you're a male.
Yeah.
Exhibit A, dude. You better not say stupid ass shit. You know what I mean?
Don't say something stupid to me that you think is clever because I'm going to call you out on your bullshit.
Kayla will bully you.
But I kind of did say some stupid shit, though. You know what I'm saying, dog? You feel
mean-
me?
I feel you,
She
dog.
felt you.
I felt you, dog. Because my answer back was, I remember I literally said, okay, I'll talk to that.
I love that.
And then we started talking, trying to figure out how he might have recognized me.
Did you guys have any mutual friends?
Man, we're throwing it way back. So one of Travis's best friends was also good friends with a guy that I dated very casually in high school. So I think he probably had seen me, maybe not in his friend circle, but at least in the perimeter of that friend circle, if that makes sense.
Even though there might not have been like verbal interaction,
Right.
just vicinity.
Yeah.
We probably saw each other out on the streets, fucking riding our little BMX bikes around. Because I know you used to ride your bike around a lot too, and I know
well,
I did.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
rollerblade.
Yeah, because my mom lived on one side of town, and then when my parents got divorced, my dad was on the other side, and we rode our bikes everywhere in town because we would just go back and forth between house and house.
Broken families.
So
Yeah.
Tinder nowadays there's 3 fucking tiers, and the most expensive one is $500 a month.
Why?
Stop.
Why?
It says which lets users message without matching.
That's fucked.
So basically, you can do what the fuck you want for $500 a month.
That is scary to me because someone that is just harassing women.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I would
Wow,
want
that's
to.
fucking wild, dude.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I need more details because
You can message on other ones.
even if
But
you don't match,
Does that mean that they'll accept it? So like Hinge, I can like someone's profile
sure.
and I can send them a message, but I would still have to. No, I wouldn't even have to accept them. I could exit. So they could say some crazy shit to me. And I have screenshots of some amazing things. And then if I could either heart it and accept it, or I could exit and be like, nope. Usually I would screenshot or screen record their profile and send it to my
So
friends.
if you exit and
They're gone forever.
and they can't ever message you again.
Unless they made, that's not true. Some people will circulate through they have before, but I think they're creating.
They're probably making like a new
Yes.
account or something.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, at some point you forget your password or whatever. Fine. We'll give you the benefit of the doubt, I guess.
Yeah. But Tinder was not, and I'm not, it's always been for hookups. It's always been
Yes.
like that one.
Oh, yeah.
But people were still getting relationships like with you guys.
Yeah.
Now, I
Absolutely
don't know.
not.
I also don't know anyone that I can even joke about that would pay $500 for a dating app. That's
So
insane.
annually, it's $6,000 annually. Fucking wild, dude. But so was eHarmony the biggest one
Growing up.
yeah.
growing up? Was that the biggest one, or was there something else?
No.
Am I thinking of?
eHarmony
No,
100%.
you're right.
Okay.
You're
I mean,
right.
I bet that was subscription based even then. I don't think that was free.
It wasn't, which is
Okay.
because it wasn't free, because it's basically saying if you want to be on here, you have to be purposeful with it.
Well, you say that though, but I remember in college making a profile for my friend who is very anti-dating on eHarmony. But I guess I don't know if I got to the point where I made it public because it was just a joke. It wasn't actually to put her on this site that she didn't want to be on.
At that point, I feel like there wasn't as many tier systems
That's
for
fair.
pricing for companies
Yeah,
as well. 'Cause
yeah.
that was still
Yeah, still very new.
very new.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, freaking back then, it was like you guys met online. That's fucking
I know.
weird, dude.
Oh,
You guys are
yeah.
fucking nerds. You guys are losers, right? I mean, that was the.
You're
Well, I
such
mean-
a piece of shit that you can't find love in real life.
I don't think I ever had anyone say that to me, but also they were never going to say it to my face anyway. But I did have a couple people at work where I work now. When I first hired on, by the time I hired on there, Trav and I had been together for about 3 years. And they asked how we met. And I told them, and one of them was like, "Oh, we know your priorities then." Like, I had a couple of people that would say that to
Interesting.
me.
And now it's like, oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I really think Tinder like squashed that bug. Anything before Tinder, like, okay, yeah, that makes sense why you were saying that shit. But I feel like Tinder just normalized online, just dating in general in the
Yeah.
surface of the internet web.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel, again, going on with intention, even if
Right.
someone's intention was just to hook up and fuck around, still there was intention with that. Or their intention was to find a significant other. I feel now it's being used, and I can even say sometimes I would use it as just to pass the time. Like it was almost
That's
just
fair.
kind of fun.
A social media type of thing.
You see some crazy things that
Yeah,
people
dude.
will say.
You need that validation and approval from people, dude. Just like we were talking about earlier.
I'll be the first one. It does feel good. You're
Oh,
like,
for
oh,
sure.
that person.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Or they'll respond to, I don't know, your picture and be like,
Yeah.
oh, this. I'm like, I don't like you, but thank you very
But
much.
thank you. I know I look good.
But it's also it's kind of fun to see people that you know on it. But I would go through, and I'm very selective. If you don't have anything unique, or if you don't have anything like even trying to be funny, hard pass.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Absolutely, dude.
you're not going to try to show your personality. If you're not trying to make one, even if it's a stupid joke, like sarcasm,
Yeah.
you're not going to put that on your profile. You're not funny.
You're not putting anything too serious.
The most common one I would see was like, one thing you should know about me is I love to travel.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
It's so,
I bet they have
all
a
use-
so
salt life.
unique.
That's how strongly we feel about that statement. We all try to talk at the same time. I was just going to say those are the people that have a Salt Life sticker as well.
For
what
sure.
were you going to say?
Oh, I just remember. I remember us when you were really fucking on online dating. We would just always make fun of the people. I like traveling. Like fucking no shit.
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about, dude. Social media is so fucking stupid. It just brings it out, dude. No shit, dude. Just state the obvious. I don't know. It's just so stupid.
I don't think people can do anything other than state the obvious sometimes. Like creating a conversation starter or creating something that tells you, hey, this is unique about me.
Yeah.
People struggle.
I know. Well, it's like long walks on the beach. Yeah, no shit. Everyone fucking loves that. You dumb fuck, dude. Be original.
It's true, though.
Yeah.
You might love traveling, but have you actually traveled?
No.
Right.
Yeah, I went to the Florida Gulf shores and it was amazing.
Okay,
Fuck yeah.
well, I've been to London, so you can fuck off.
Hey, you know what they say? Myrtle Beach is like Walmart. It's trashy.
Vacation gonna have a good time. We don't want to actually hear me sing.
I was going to move on to younger kids and using like Snapchat for communication. How do we feel about that? And like, just how they communicate nowadays, younger
Oh my
kids.
gosh. Julia, I think that you should tell us about your boyfriend and like his job,
Oh, yeah.
if you're okay with that.
Yeah. This was brand new. What happened 2-3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
I only see Snapchat to me. I don't look at Snapchat as a form of social media. I look at it as my dog looks really cute and I don't need to post it on a story
Yeah.
or make a post about it. I just want to show like 5 of my closest friends.
Yes.
That's how I view it.
That's how I view it as well.
So when I get a friend request from someone that, like, I think there was this one guy that was a senior and I was a freshman in high school.
No.
asked to be my friend on Snapchat 2 years ago. I'm like, what the fuck?
He wants to send you dick pics. That's what that is.
Not a
No.
social media form that I view it like that. But
Yeah.
people use it as a messaging form.
Yeah, they do.
So Austin is a restaurant manager, and a lot of servers, bartenders are young. I call them kids. They're not kids. They're like early 20s.
Yeah.
But we are so far separated from how they use social media.
Yeah.
And it's only like anywhere from 8 to 10 years.
Yeah.
But they'll message him things about their shift on Snapchat. And I was really very uncomfortable about it. I mean, I sat him down and was like, this not only makes me uncomfortable, but this is inappropriate. Like, why? And so I was talking to a couple other people about it, and they were like, oh yeah, that's how like teenagers and like younger generation, they use it as a form of like social media. And instead of just texting them, hey, what are you doing? Hey, can you cover my shift? They'll Snapchat it and then take a picture of the sky or take a picture like half your face and like looking up. It's wild. And then, yeah,
It's just like a different type of texting, but it's social media. It's a new version of AIM. Oh my gosh, it's a new version of AOL.
it is, yeah. But it disappears. That's
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I
It's
don't-
like new and upgraded. It disappears.
Yeah.
Because on that same side, like I think that sucks for Austin because they're trying to text him about their shifts on an app that lets the conversation disappear. So if they wanted to be little assholes about it, be like, I never got that.
yeah. And
Because just because you save something in a Snapchat conversation, I can unsave it and then it's gone.
yeah, not only as a female, but with him being my partner,
Yeah.
I hated it for many reasons, but I work with younger high school girls, and I just like, even as innocent as it may be, I'm always looking to protect myself,
Yeah.
to protect the children, because I would never want someone young to think it's appropriate to do that. And when I was expressing this to Austin, I felt bad because he just felt defeated.
Yeah.
Because I was like, and he was like, I never looked at it like that. I just thought, he goes, it's what all of them do. And it's not just girls, it's
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
guys. That's
Oh,
just
yeah.
how they communicate.
And he's just trying to make sure that his workers respond to him, which that's fair. But at the end of the day, this is a business. It's not
Yeah.
just us like chatting with each other. And it does matter.
Yep. But I talked to a couple other like coaches and a couple other
Yeah.
like teachers, and they were like, oh yeah, that's like the kids just do that. And because I was so just skeptical of it all. But it's wild to I would never in a million years use Snapchat like that.
No.
Well, so
Never.
Trav knows this because we live together, so he hears it all the time. But for a while there, I had an app called Marco Polo. Have you heard of that one?
You said you and your college best friend do that, right?
So Marco Polo is a mini video, but it saves. So it's just like Snapchat
But it saves.
with videos, but it saves your whole conversation. So if you want, you can go back and look at it and see the progression of the conversation. So I think it's really nice for like people who don't see, like we don't get to see each other very often. I just saw her for the first time since March and it's August. So for people who don't get to see each other all the time, it's kind of nice because it's like, hey, here's just a quick video update of what I've done this week. And that's the end of it. But I say all that because I have another friend who uses Snapchat like how you're saying, and she's my age. I think she's 1 year older than me. And Trav knows because he'll be like, are you talking to her again? I was like, yeah, this is what we're doing today. And it's always something random. Like she's in the process of getting married. So we've been talking about wedding dresses and whatnot on Snapchat, not texting.
What do you think the purpose is?
I used to think it
Because
had
none
to-
of that is secretive.
No, none of it is. Yeah. Because she sent me pictures of different dresses that she was looking at. So I could see that staying on Snapchat. That way her fiance doesn't just accidentally see it on her phone.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, we talk. That's how we communicate with each other on Snapchat. But we
You
also
guys are
don't
such
just text
Gen
it.
Z, dude. Gen Z. You're
We're
not
just
even a
trying to stay
millennial
up
anymore,
to
bro.
date.
But you're only doing that because someone else uses it in that form.
Oh, yeah. That's how she tends to respond better when I answer her that way. So I've just accepted. I told myself, and I said it to Trav not long ago, I was like, I'm treating this as if it's Marco Polo. I just can't reference back what she says. So I have to like actually genuinely remember what she said.
Yeah.
I have to actually listen. What?
I just struggle to see the purpose
I know.
of that, especially when if we're good enough friends, I'll send you a video.
Yeah. I'll just send you a video
Of
or
anything.
FaceTime. I really like FaceTiming.
FaceTime is fucking awesome, dude. I love it.
And the
I
fact that you
enjoy
can
it.
multiple people to
Yeah.
like group.
So freaking cool, dude.
I like FaceTime is the way to go. It's nice. I get to actually see you while I talk to you, and then boom, I feel like I hung out with you for a little bit.
Yep.
Like it's just kind of nice.
Yeah, we did that with my family during like the COVID time. I
Yeah.
bought the Facebook portal and we'd all fucking hop on it and
Oh, yeah.
just chat.
Yeah, we
That
all
was
just
really
hung
cool.
out.
That's cool.
That was just so weird, like little didgeridoo for that time because we fucking haven't used it since, dude.
Yeah.
But that was cool though. It was kind of the same, along the same lines.
We did Easter morning.
Yeah, we
On a
did.
family FaceTime.
Yep, I remember that.
And I felt that was so weird.
And that was like 6 different households that were able to get on
Yeah.
that.
So what's next for social media? Is it going to be like the VR? Is that how kids are going to be communicating? Because they're kind of leaning into that like right now. Like kids are using Oculus stuff to just
Create a character.
like what? Like,
Yes.
because you can go into a theater and a kid can play a video, and kids are playing like shaking the booty TikTok videos, and they're all like fucking 7 or 8 years old, but they're in VR.
Oh boy, you got that gyat.
I don't even know what that is.
It means girl, your ass thick. Gyat.
Yeah.
I learned that from a fucking high schooler.
How like when we were young, like fucking parents don't know about that shit. I learned about it the other day, dude, that they can just fucking pull up any kind of video and like watch it in a theater with other fucking young kids. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's wild.
I know, again, we're just getting older, but
Yeah.
I just don't see the appeal.
Well, I think it goes back to what you said. It's just the generational thing because we used to do the AOL IM thing and the chat roulette. And it's like, what's really the appeal of this? Because I'm pretty sure with chat roulette, you could only see each other for 5 seconds and then it would change on you, if I remember correctly.
No, you had to do it yourself. Yeah.
Okay.
You
But
could talk
either
for hours.
or.
Yeah. I must be
Yes.
thinking something different then. But either way, my whole
Yeah.
point is that I started a sentence and I didn't even know where I was going with it. I just thought I'd pick it up along the way.
Wow. Thanks, Michael Scott. This has been so much fun. People are really tuning in now.
Okay, so where do we think social media will go forward?
Yes.
Yeah. Like what's going to be the next thing? Could it be VR?
It could. I don't think
Some type of glasses kind of thing, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't think it has to change very much either because you look at from MySpace to Facebook to Instagram to now people using TikTok as not just video sharing, but
Yeah.
like to meet people.
Yep.
They're really all very similar.
It's wild.
It's just the type of people you're communicating with. Like we
Right.
said, Facebook is more boomers. Like
Yeah.
let me
Yeah,
tell
that's
you,
true.
fucking my mom sometimes posts some shit, and I'm like, fuck, mom. Like this is. I'm glad this is on Facebook.
Yeah.
It's kind of adorable, but and then then we go to Instagram. And that's
Yep.
where I'm most active on Instagram. I'm
Absolutely.
sending reels and memes and
Yeah.
shit.
Totally agree.
But then TikTok is completely different, but they're all the same.
But they're all sort of the same.
But there are
And,
different people that are using
Yeah.
them. So I don't think it has to change that much.
Yeah.
well, and that's a good point too, because nephew really likes YouTube reels.
Oh,
And all those are is TikToks.
that's it.
It's the same thing, but it's like you said, it's just a different platform. He loves it. Like that is what he does.
The kids love YouTube.
They love YouTube.
And they love like loud, extremely loud, like
Oh my
fast
gosh.
edited videos. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
Like, how do you like this? My ears are bleeding right now.
Yeah, you know what? They're all overstimulating themselves. So here's a good question because on social media, beige moms is a thing. So are all these kids who are watching all these videos right now, like nephew, who are really overstimulated and whatnot, are they going to grow into people who only listen to like nature sounds and whatnot because they overstimulated themselves? Does that make sense?
I am following what you're saying, but I think the opposite. I think they're conditioning, whether it's obviously unintentional.
Yeah, right.
I think they're just conditioning to a constant state of mind. And if that is an overstimulated state, then that's almost a sense of normalcy to them. I would view it the opposite.
yeah.
Kind of like you grow up in a chaotic household. You just want to, everything, life decision you make is just fucking chaos and
Right.
terrible. It's very rarely, I grew up in a terrible situation. I think I'm going to choose different.
Yeah.
we win.
That's true. I
Yeah.
mean, That's a good point. You're right. You
That's how I see
tend
it.
overall to follow in whatever is led in front of you.
I think there's a really like strong connection between social media and just like mental illness too nowadays. I think
Yeah.
especially all the younger kids are just gonna they're gonna have it all, baby. Especially with the shit that they're fucking watching. It affects your fucking brain chemistry.
Yes,
it
it
fucking
does.
does, dude. I don't know.
And the way that people communicate.
Yeah.
And I say with the mental illness part is the validation that they receive.
Yeah.
And that's
Fuck
what's
yes, dude. Thank you.
and it could be a beautiful thing, it could be a terrible thing.
Yeah.
Because it helps you feel less alone. Let's just say you have bipolar disorder.
Yeah.
You get on there and you think, I feel heard. Like I'm not alone.
Yeah.
But then it also leads to, life is so much harder. And this person also feels like that.
Yeah.
And it's just, they just give in to this.
Validates your hurt feelings as well
And
as giving
toxic
you
behavior.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I watched a video this week of a girl faking she had Tourette's for basically fucking for clout and fucking money to run her fucking small business. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
People suck.
Because people, I mean, mental illness is, I don't know, it's in, I guess, right now. You know, it's
Yes,
really
it's
it's accepted more than it used to be, dude. And you can fucking bank on it now, which is fucked up, man.
Well, it's one of those things where it's like it does matter, and we do need to talk about mental illness because we need to get rid of these stigmas. Wait, is that the right
Yeah.
word? Yeah, stigmas. Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to get rid of these stigmas of like, oh, they have a mental illness. Watch out. They might punch you randomly or something.
Which we will.
It's so accepted and people like feel sorry for you. Okay,
Yes.
I have Tourette's, so I can fucking manipulate these people to make fucking money.
Right,
Dude. It's
yep.
so accepted. Anybody can have anything and fucking it's fine.
Yeah, and that's the difference. It's we need to be accepting of all kinds of people. That doesn't mean I need to give you all my money because I might also have something going on.
That's the thing, to profit off of it.
Right. Like it's just supposed to be a like, hey, here's some awareness because I have this condition and things that you should know if you ever interact with someone like me.
Yep. Or
That's how it should be.
hey, here are the issues I have. If you also have them, here's some things that you can do to
Yes.
help navigate through them.
Yeah.
Instead of it being, you feel like that? Me too. Come join us.
Yeah.
Come pay this much amount of money or whatever paid partnership. It's just to profit off of it. And I
Yeah.
think it's a disgrace to those with, myself included, with an actual mental illness.
Yeah.
I can't ever imagine saying it to be like, this makes me cool and unique. It makes me fucked up and unable to regulate my emotions. That's nothing to put off
Well, here's
of.
what we need to focus on is the moon and the tides, okay? We're always connected to that. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
All right. Everyone hold your crystals down, shove them up your butt.
That is such a Taurus thing for you to say.
I mean, I can't help it. I'm a Taurus.
So stubborn.
Okay, so what we're learning is that we have no fucking clue what the fucking next step for social media is.
No.
But let's talk about those beige moms you were talking about, dude.
Dude, I know. Beige moms, right? Trav had said something to me about it the other day, which is why I thought of it when we were just talking too. I didn't know what a beige mom was, so I looked it up.
I had no idea.
If you don't know what a beige mom is, it is moms of humans, because I consider myself a cat mom. It is moms who only do their decor in neutral color sets and not patterns or anything. In solids, I should say. Moms who use neutral tones and solids. They don't do patterns. They don't really do a whole lot of color. And it's not just for themselves, it's for their kids as well. So these kids' playrooms are in neutral oranges, which is basically brown, and like olive green and beige and ivory. And they don't do any bright colors at all. And supposedly the theory is these are moms who were so overstimulated as kids with like, think Lisa Frank colors and unicorn and Barbie, that now they're like, oh, I can't overstimulate my kids. So they just don't put any color in their kids' lives.
So it's with intention, not just aesthetic. Because when you said that, I immediately thought, oh, okay, they just want to have that just real clean, almost rich aesthetic.
Yes, I
Yes.
saw that too on social media though. So it's either people are really sad or it's these people that care so much about how they look.
Like a crunchy mom,
yes.
even.
Yes.
I just like that it first started out as sad beige mom because that's so sad. Those colors are so fucking sad, dude. And supposedly kids learn better with vibrant colors, dude.
Yeah.
They learn better with like certain colors, which I thought was interesting. I had no idea, which
Because
is fucking cool.
color invokes emotion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it does.
Obviously blue is going to be calming, but
Red is anger.
yeah. And this is also weird, might need to be fact checked, but I've heard this growing up that they paint a lot of restaurants or kitchens red.
Yeah, because you're more likely to eat. I've heard that
Because it
too.
invokes hunger, which again, wild.
Wild, because my mom painted her kitchen orange and then always told me that I was eating too much
It's her fault.
as a kid. How could she do that to me? She's
You're-
sending me mixed signals.
Do you remember when your mom like wouldn't let us eat past 8 p.m.?
Dude, I remember a lot of things about my mom, like being weird about food. So very potentially I ate a shit ton of food potentially. I was a husky girl, I'm not going to lie. But
Hell yeah,
I
brother.
just
More
remember
love.
I remember asking mom if I could eat someone's potato because they weren't going to eat it. And she was like, you definitely don't need more food, which is crazy because I need to add, I very much like my mom, but I think at the end of the day,
course.
everyone's parents do something that somehow traumatizes them.
Yes, of course.
And for me, that was my thing. It was like my mom was weird with food with me.
Yes, we all love our moms, dude. You guys are all fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Let's just say that right now.
I mean, we do. Like, I love my mom. I
Yeah,
have a
your
great
mom's fucking
relationship
awesome,
with
dude.
my mom.
It's interesting because I wouldn't ever say that she is like a health nut. Like
No, yeah, I mean, she's healthy.
100%. And they're always looking
Yeah.
at ways like to stay healthy.
Yeah.
But that right there is how a lot of like, because we don't really have a relationship with food as kids. It's kind of like taught to us.
Yeah.
So it's almost creating a relationship
Yeah.
with it and like you viewing it as not toxic, but in just a way that you didn't. You're just like, hey, that looks good. I want it. Instead, now you're thinking about it each time.
And like actively thinking about, oh, yeah, that happened. That
Oh
sucked.
man, this is definitely a fucking ADHD podcast.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man?
went
We went from beige to mom not wanting me to eat some cookies or something.
But
Mom
also-
never loved me.
Exactly. Okay, so you
Your
guys-
mom. Your mom is not a beige mom.
My mom
Let's
is not a
just-
beige mom.
No beige.
No,
Nope.
definitely not.
She let me have all the Lisa Frank, and I fucking loved it. I love it to this day.
You were
I
a
still
Lisa Frank
rock
kid.
the little candies. That's what they're called now, but really all it is bracelets that are beads. Fucking love that shit.
Dude, I would love for our house to be like Maximilius. Is that what it's called, dude? Where it's like super vibrant.
Maximalist, yeah.
Maximalist. Thank you.
Opposite of
Awesome.
minimalist. Yep.
They're not. It's not all vibrant colors, but it's just colorful. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's bohemium,
Well, when you say
basically.
Kinda,
maximist,
yeah.
I'm like, I think you want more stuff. And I'm like, I don't want more stuff.
So sad beige mom's bad. Food mom good.
Feed your kids and teach them to stop eating when they're full.
Right. It's just very odd. Like, hey, you can play with this fucking gray toy, but that pink toy over there, you better not play with this fucking
Don't you
pink
fucking
toy.
touch that pink toy.
Okay, real quick. Do you think that it being gender neutral colors as well is playing into effect?
Ooh, absolutely.
Because
I didn't even fucking think of that.
Well, that's what I was saying. I was just thinking you wouldn't exploit your kid and say, hey, look, my kid's learning so much faster than all you other kids because he's got gray fucking
Right,
toys. Dude.
Right.
The validation shit. It's fucking goofy, dude.
Yeah, it's validation.
and
but-
the desire to have your kid be unique.
yeah.
Your kid is already unique. You
Right.
don't have to make them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your kid is unique.
Thank you.
They are.
They
I mean,
don't realize that. They just want validation and money.
which goes back to the whole social media thing. People just want to be able to say, like, well, this is the aesthetic that we do, and this is what works for us and our kid is so great. Like, obviously.
Duh.
It's like the fucking, might be a tangent, but like the fucking RV bus kids, like people traveling around with 6 kids in a fucking RV
Yeah.
for more than a year. Dude, those kids are going to be fucked up when they get older, dude.
Yeah, they're going to be weird.
They're not going to know boundaries.
This isn't a
Right.
room. This is a fucking little shelf that your 6-year-old in 2 years is going to outgrow, dude. Like, that's not a life to live. It's cool. I'm sure they're going to have awesome experiences that I fucking can't imagine to have, but like, it's still going to mess with them. I don't
They're
know.
also going to be more willing to get naked in front of anyone because they've always had to their entire life.
Oh, yeah, that's a great fucking point.
That I also think of the way that they view, like, I think it should be open. I think your kids should feel comfortable enough to talk about sex and come to you to talk about
Yes.
it. They should not have to be in the same van or RV. Like, that needs to be a separation of privacy.
Yeah.
So that either means you are having sex with your kids in the same vicinity, or you're just not having sex with your partner. That's what I think about.
Yeah.
Late at night, I mean, when everyone's falling asleep, sometimes you're in the mood, dude. Like, what? Kids, get the fuck out. Hey, wake up, get out. We want to have sex.
We need
like,
you
what
to
do
go to the
do?
bathroom outside now.
Go into the communal showers.
Like, what? What the fuck, dude?
I don't know.
But I think we should end on would you rather beige moms. Let's do it. Would you rather be a beige mom or not a beige mom?
Or a vibrant mom. I want to be a vibrant mom. I love Lisa Frank, and our niece absolutely loves bright colors and glitter, and it makes me so, so happy. I
She's
love
so
making
girl.
t-shirts for her. It's so fun. So I'm 100% not beige. I don't give a fuck what my aesthetic looks like.
I also agree, but I do care about aesthetic. So toys and things like that I would be the mom that would be like, we're not getting that one, but not because it had color on it, just because
Yeah.
I thought it was ugly.
Yeah.
But also I should never be a mother. So that's just adding to one of the reasons.
Yeah. Maybe we should make that note real fast. No one in this podcast is parents. I guess Nate is.
Whenever Nate's on, he is a parent.
He is a parent, but none of the three of us are, and we all have no desire to be.
Not in this world.
Or the next.
Maybe Indian.
Past lives.
Past
Holy shit, we're
lives.
fucking connecting the podcast, dog.
Thank you. Anyway, Trav, beige mom or vibrant mom?
I'm definitely a sad beige mom for sure. Just all grays. Just
grays.
straight. If I had a kid, I'm putting him in a straight jacket, and you can play with shit with his fucking feet.
He gets feathers.
Feathers. And a padded wall.
Right. And you can play with mommy's Stanley Cup, you fuck.
Which is also a beige color.
But no, I mean, I would vibrant shit. Come on, why the fuck would you be a beige mom? That's so dumb, dude.
It's
so
that
dumb.
clean girl look, like Julia said.
And
It's adjacent to the fucking social media shit. I really do.
And it's, quote, in right now to be a minimalist.
a minimalist and those same moms that are like doing this aesthetic are also the same moms that are on their phone their whole time and that pay zero attention to their kids. So it's just, again, it's funny to me that they're going to put another priority above their kids just so they can post a really cute Instagram.
Yeah.
Dude, do you want to get started on that tangent? Because we can go deep on that.
Do you want me to get angry? I'm going to go Hulk.
No, we should.
We should probably end it there.
Gosh.
So what we're going to end with is I read somewhere that you should spend at least 15 minutes a day with undivided attention towards your children, and that will make them feel seen and validated and loved.
I swear, I say this all the time. If I would have gotten exactly what you just said, how much better I would feel as an adult.
Yeah. Crazy, right?
Every single kid should 100% undivided attention from their kid.
Yeah. At least.
It's so simple.
Yeah.
I wish I could remember where I read that. It was an article. It was not like a TikTok or, I mean, it was literally on paper that I read it, but 15 minutes a day makes your kid feel loved and valued.
You feel me, dog?
I feel you.
This has been fun, guys. I like this episode a lot.
All right.
Internet episode, and we barely talked about AOL. I like it. Fuck it.
Hey, until next time, G2G BRB.
BRB.
Oh my gosh.
TTYL.
Where are we going with
Lots
this?
of love.
Everybody's ASL, go. Bye.